Hey guys, update to the hybrid build that I had made previously before the raid launched. I've had some more time to experiment and try to making this a crit build because it's much more powerful than headshots. Obviously, because you have to hit headshots to do the extra damage. So crit builds are a lot better and a lot stronger, even though they're a little bit more difficult to make. But I have made it work with SMGs. Which gives us a really good reason to use a chatterbox, which I have been looking to use for quite a long time, especially after they changed it and made it a lot better. So how this is set up is very similar to how I have it set up with the headshot build in the other video. What you want is 3-piece Foundry Bulwark on the mask, gloves, and holster. You want to get a mask that has crit damage on it. So you can roll the mod slot to red, so you can put a crit damage mod there. You want to leave armor on it. For the holster and the gloves, it's pretty straightforward. Armor, crit damage. For the chest, now I'm going to experiment. I don't have the pieces yet with 2-piece Salt Glove over Walker and Harris. So you'd be getting 10% SMG damage and 15% crit damage, which should be stronger than 5% weapon damage and 5% damage to armor, I'm pretty sure. So I would recommend just shooting for the Sokolov instead of Walker and Harris. Note that you can craft the Sokolov chest piece, which I did, and I actually got this on my very first roll with the pieces that you want: crit damage, crit chance, just like any crit build. You want the crit damage mod on there. Then you want Intimidate. For the backpack, same thing. Sokolov, weapon damage, crit chance, crit damage, Adrenaline Rush. And then you want the Fox's Prayer knee pads for sure. For the multiplicative, the damage shot cover, the crit damage, and the weapon damage. Rifle damage, obviously, ain't gonna do too much for you, but it's worth having that piece there, regardless. So right now, I'm at 56.5 crit chance. Now, that was the biggest issue with trying to make this work, because gear sets only come with one attribute slot, so you can only get crit damage or crit chance. But good thing is SMGs come with lots of crit chance, and they're a close encounter, which works great for this build, and it comes with 50% crit chance on the scope. Even with the Banshee, or the Grudge, excuse me, I still got that exact same crit chance as another gun, even though it's lower crit damage because of mods. And once you get the Soak Glove crit damage, it'll be pretty close to 180. And then the reason I am running the Grudge is because generally, especially in the raid, generally if you're in a group, someone's running Eclipse Protocol, so it's very easy to get a kill on a status affected enemy because it spreads so much. So you can get 18% crit damage every 20 seconds, and this actually keeps refreshing as you get kills. So it's very important you just switch back to your chatterbox and take advantage of that buff. Chatterbox is a monster. I feel like it's kind of a forgotten exotic, but it is really good. Because if you look at the talent, when you reload, rate of fire is increased by 20% for each enemy within 15 meters of that duration of that magazine, which stacks to 5. That's 100%. If you look at the RPMs, that's 1,600, well, almost 1,700 RPMs, which is nuts, as you can see. So, and then it also, when you kill enemies, it refills 50% of your magazine. So ideally, if you get that RPM up, and you're killing and shooting in the head, which is really easy up close, especially with the SMG, which has really good stability. It is very easy to run around, not have to reload. So definitely the way I would run it. I was running the Artificer Hive with this build. However, they're going to be fixing it. They're actually going to be nerfing the armor regen on this and make it only 1%, which is unfortunate. But I have found while the Artificer Hive, you can run it if you are struggling to keep the shield up and you're dying a lot, I would recommend it because it refreshes it every 20 seconds. But as you get used to running with this build, especially with setup with crit, which the time to kill is a lot shorter, you can make this work for sure with Firewall and get that amp damage from the shield, which goes up with blue, so you get 3 tiers technically. So about 9% amp damage, which is a lot. That's a lot of damage. And that's basically it. Not much to it. You only want crit chance on the chest and the backpack. The rest will come from your shade level, which I got 10% because I'm max, and from the mods. And that's pretty much it. It is really fun to play. Just run around, kill things. It's nuts. Highly recommend it. It will work really well in the raid. I never thought this build was going to work in the raid like it does, but having that survivability and damage is really important on like the second and third bosses. So even the fourth boss, really. So definitely build every single one of you want. Play with it, change things up, see what works for you. But that's how I would run it. It won't work with assault rifles or anything, because you're just going to be missing too much crit chances. It's purely an SMG build. So, if you have any questions, let me know in the Discord. Thank you.